forum that provides the answer. Face the issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God Sent Wheel every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Monday to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Free. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God Sent Wheel every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Freedom FM 87.9. Don't miss it. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God Sent Wheel every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Freedom FM 87.9. Don't miss it. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God Sent Wheel every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Freedom FM 7.9. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God Sent Wheel every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God Sent Wheel every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Freedom FM 87.9. Don't miss it. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God sent Will every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Freedom FM 87.9. Don't miss it. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God sent Will every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day. On Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, but issues involving personalities. Face the Issues brings you logic, explains logic, and invites you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issues every Mondays to Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Freedom FM 87.9. Don't miss it. When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Face the Issues on Freedom FM 87.9. Join me in April and God sent Will every Mondays to Fridays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and stimulating discussions on issues trending for the day.
Propaganda to up power or to outsmart us, to gather us around the world, so investors cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow investors to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people and killing people. President Joshua, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Boakai made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's tax in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weir is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boakai, former Vice President Boakai, dropped in his heart, he collapsed. Almost died. It is that boy, because George Weir, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery that made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in a medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. It's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural eye, compare the two. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He said, so maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe you call Joseph Joshua boy because of the age, because Joseph Boakai is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. Joshua is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boakai on the ground where he collapsed to fly here abroad for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boakai, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew here out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boakai Boyka speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The fact is, he know you, but he did not. He did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you throw him battery around here.
He's taking away.
Look at a battery man and he let you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already say you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the top bomb, on the borderline.
Just sitting and laughing and reading the comment section. John Balu said the reason why he's in this is to save the state. Save Liberia. But Senator Balu was senator when in his county 5 wonderful Liberians who's on the murder, their bodies were mutilated. They didn't say anything. A colleague who was then a senator, whose name is enshrined in the CRC report, whose testimony you can find everywhere, that allegedly Sarah R. is massacred on the Kavala River, became a senator for jail. He came from jail. That kid died in Maryland. Senator Balu was senator. Senator Balu was senator when Keith Dubois was killed. Senator Balu was senator when the Fula man was beheaded in River G. Senator Balu was senator when the 17 young men were killed between Lower Magidi and Grand Bassa County. Senator Balu was senator when one of the people who funded all of his effort was giving intergenetic customer money and squash cars to block it for him to be on traveling then and access fee. But today, he said he wants to save the country. Senator Balu was senator when Bridgeway from London came to do prospect in Liberia. Senator Balu then got vehicle and money.
Balu, that Brian, senator.
He thought of saving Liberia then. You know, sometimes some people sit on a particular platform, and this is the reason why the argument is going to get big this few times. Because, look, there's some...
I don't think I can do this. It's against my faith. I can...
Agostina.
I don't want to.
Agostina.
Yeah.
You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. If you talk to somebody and they say, oh, because I'm more, don't do it, don't put me in any situation I can handle.
I don't talk to anybody for.
No, okay, you ain't got to do it. What you do for me, let's just go to the lady tomorrow morning, we'll see her. That's all. You ain't got to do anything. Yeah?
Yeah, for what now?
Agostina, don't put me in any situation I can handle. Where you at?
At the station.
Alright, I'll come in for you after that so we can go see her, yeah?
So do what now?
Not doing anything, we'll just go and see her. You
I
can't.
don't do anything. I can't do it. I can't afford it.
Agostina, then it will not be for me.
Not a job for them. And somebody come and stand in front of me and say, Representative Grace will be in the pocket. It's a disservice to you. And you must hold their feet to the fire because some of you voted for these thieves. Okay? The House Governor is a thief. It's a thief. I'm telling you, it's a thief. Anybody who lie on what you told, he had checked here. We published those checks before. He denied his signature on those checks. Before 2020 campaign, he's a common criminal. I'm saying that to you. He's a common criminal. That's the budget you voted for. He's a criminal because he lied at $3.6 million is not in the budget. He can't take me anywhere. I defy him. That's a criminal. No, I'm not angry. I'm being forceful. I'm being intellectual. I'm providing facts. No, I said something I didn't mention him, so they don't know the medicine. He has no integrity in lie about integrity. He's in the crisis of integrity. He's drowning in the crisis of integrity. He's not only fake. He's drowning in the crisis of integrity. I say he's a criminal. He's a thief. To take up for the $5,000 car in the budget to vote for it, not just to vote for it. And you then inform the people because say everything you will inform the people. And he didn't say anything about it. Okay, the pastor he voted. Well, why he didn't say it? Why he didn't say he voted for it? The records are there, Lord. Gentlemen said that Delon should be treated as a common criminal for lying to the public that there's no $3.6 million in the budget. Okay, and they said they didn't want it. Why they put it? There's $3.6 million. The money here. The thing is in the budget. There's the final budget. So like they don't tell you when they took it all. They said where they put it. I bet. One question is, when they took it up, can you show us where you put your share? That's the question. If they answer that question, come back to me.
We now go over to Robert Tier of the Unity Party.
Yeah, everything I do, we must first tell the thing to the people.
That's what I'm saying.
And we've been doing that with the people, cleaning the champagne in our bureau community. So, in social science, said, we go to people and ask them what they name. And so you put in them to say, I name this. But if you don't ask your people, what do you carry to them? So before I ask them what they mean, and what they mean, and what you take them to them.
Your 3 major priorities.
Right now, the local, I'm a teacher in profession.
You teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher. Okay. The second thing is that we want the boroughs autonomous.
The bar is what?
It's autonomous. It's autonomous. Yeah, it's autonomous.
Go ahead.
And we look at some of the things we have to consider because we talk about autonomous, that means you have a lot of facility, a lot of things that you do in the borough. And if you are autonomous and you have other things to do, and if you look at the good time, many young people are graduated from college in the district. Right now, the first thing we embarked was to have a reconciliation regional meeting all of the communities.
So Tia, at what level were you teaching? Was it elementary, junior high, or senior high?
We're taking elementary divisions.
Oh, okay.
Elementary division. And we're credible. We are more accessible. And we're development oriented. So
Hello. Robert B. here is a librarian. After our graduation from the elementary school, we keep the Murray Road to attend the junior high school, the Pastor Junior High School, and from there we went to Central High and we graduated 1998. I'm a teacher in profession. Robert here is one of the daughter's son. Robert here is one of the credible sons. Robert here is there to be a servant orientation. Robert here is a public servant. I always work at the National Security Agency in Cape Town, in Cape Town.
Happy and pleasant New Year to all of you, wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight, right here on this very tide. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with light and that of prayer. And that is where we are, that is what we do. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here to work together for the good of our country. We started this journey sometimes back in 2021. 2022 came and of course had gone. 2023 has come and gone. And we are now into 2024. Here we are still living. Life still moves on. And that is where we are. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God with life being on our side, coupled with good health. And that is where we are. Grateful to the Almighty God. Let me say hats up to all of you and a pleasant, happy new year to all of you. It wasn't easy, but we made it. And here we are. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are together again. Not all of us in good health. And not all of us okay. And but the fact of the matter is we made it. And this is where we are. We are forever grateful to the Almighty God for this life He has given us, for which He had always been by our side and always protected us. And He's doing every and anything to make sure that we go through successfully. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. And you're not going to gain it by the strength of praises. No. It's going to be tough. I saw all of your calls that came in. I'm deeply sorry. Several other calls came in on New Year's Day. In fact, on the night the New Year broke, and at 12, the calls started coming in to the entire yesterday. And because I had to make rounds, so I slept throughout yesterday. So I missed out on several calls. All those calls you made, and that I saw on my screen that I couldn't return to all. I couldn't return everything. I want to say thank you all so much for trying to reach out to me. And if you were wanting to know whether I did cross over into 2024, I can simply tell you I was far ahead. And I had to squeeze my way through. You know, the traffic was jammed. I'm one of the persons who don't joke with that day. The traffic was very jammed. And I had to squeeze myself through some kind of way. And until I'm here already. I was ready seated and waiting for you, my fantastic students. And of course, fans, lovers, and followers, we want to say thanks to all of you for your support. Thanks for your prayers. Had it not been for that, we wouldn't have reached to where we are today. And so for that, we are forever grateful to the Almighty God. Thank you all so much. Your prayers are not easy. Sometimes when I'm just in the traffic, sometimes some things want to happen, I escape it. I say, wow, prayers are wonderful. Your prayers are wonderful. I want to say thank you, all of you, for your prayers you continue to offer for people like us. As simple as we are, your prayer mix or your prayers do make that the grace and mercy of God can locate us just as we are. And that's just all. And I want to say thank you to all of you for your time. It is because of you we are where we are. It is because of you we remain committed. We don't want to be of disappointment to you. That's one thing. We're no longer living for ourselves, but for you. To the extent that even if we don't have it, and we are not being paid for the work we do, we have to do the work that you want to see done, because that is your prayer and that is your level. And that's what some of us think of it. Like I told you, people are always ask God. And I say, God bless me to be a blessing to others. What is that blessing? Becoming materials and so forth here and there. But we are here. There are others who wish that I didn't reach here. But again, they are disappointed that I'm here. And I don't know what's their issues. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I don't have time. I don't have time for anybody. I think we are certainly getting there. I hope I can get the president of the Truckers Association of Liberia's number. And I did speak with the Brokers Association president just about a while ago, and I hope I can get the Truckers Association and president's number, so that I can get some information. Something is going on the free port of Monrovia today. I understand no truck left the free port of Monrovia due to a measure that is being instituted by the government, and which may likely cause some problems, but of course it's a law, and I don't know why they are implementing that law now and why did they rest through all of those periods until now. So it is raising a lot of questions, and I'm understanding from the perspective of the brokers that they want to know as to why they want answer to some questions, because when the law is passed, it's passed, and there's nothing you can do with it. So they want to see to it that they work out with that, and I had that level, so I talked to them. I understanding. And oh yeah, one of my students asked me what I'm preparing for inauguration. Oh yes, I'm preparing for that. We have today is the 2nd, right? The 22nd. So we have 20 more days to that inauguration. So we are going to the inauguration to inaugurate, and we are going there to see the exit of the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, and George Manawiya. We're going to witness his exit on that day, and we're going to witness the incoming of the new administration. So we are working together for the peace and transition we all fought for. You see, peace is all we want. So like yesterday, we could pass around, do our things that we could do, passing all over the place. It's just peace that we wanted. It's peace that we are enjoying now. So you see, here we are moving on. We are enjoying ourselves. No matter our disagreements, our differences that we may have, we are where we are. We enjoy the peace of this country. So we are very happy being where we are. We are very happy about that. Let me tell you people something. We are into the year 2024. And we are happy. God brought us this far. New year, new regime, new president, new prices. Everything going to change for the better. This enjoyment and celebration you started on the night of the election, of the watch night, and of course the early entry into the year 2024. Those celebrating moments you had, you're going to continue in those celebrations by the grace of God, and with the fact, because when God says that He's going to do good things for you, there's nothing else you can think about. But again, some of us, we are here very resilient. We are very strong. Don't be worried about us. Just pray that God will continue to bring peace to this country. And God is for this country. God is working in this country. I don't even know all of that. And some of us, we are here doing what we think we can do. We are very much happy. And we are relentless in doing what we do. And I'm enjoying how the cards are being paid. I'm enjoying it. We are certainly getting there. I like that. And I'm very excited about that. This is the making moment. And this is equally the breaking moment. You either make it or you break it. You either break yourself or you make yourself. That's where we are. Not every opportunity that comes is an opportunity. No. It may seem as opportunity, but it's meant to destroy you. It's meant to ruin you. You got to think about the consequential effect of such opportunity. Good. It may ruin you. You may see it. So a man walks up to you and tells you, I'm able to credit you 50,000. You look at it as an opportunity. Why would you look at me and say you want to credit me? You decided to take the debt or you try to take the money. You know what you're doing to yourself? You are impressing yourself to that man. You may see it as an opportunity to solve a problem. That problem may be solved, but again, you are indebted. Though you have solved this problem, but you are indebted. So you created another problem to solve another problem. That may seem as an opportunity, but the consequential effect of that is that you are going to be imprisoned. You're going to be, whatever it is, you don't pay that money, you go to jail or whatever it is, or drag you, and you'll see yourself hiding all over the place. You got to start manufacturing stories. You got to start putting lies together, one lies after another, all of the time, and so forth, running away. You have to kill yourself. Some of those things, then people kill themselves because they think that, again, for me, I don't like headache. That's why I don't go crediting all over the place. And I don't go promising people what I think I can do for them. If you really think I'm in the world, I'll say, well, I can't go promising what I know I can do. I can't impress myself to somebody or be hiding and say, oh, what a place, I can't do that. So I think we are certainly getting there. We will get there. So we are here, and let me see whether I can share with you what we've got for the night. Some of my students, I don't know which one of them, but in the past. Right. All right. So let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll. I think the sound should be good. Somebody is still saying the sound. Try to adjust the volume. I don't know. We got a lot here. Okay. So I think you should be able to get me now. Yeah, you should be able to get me now. Yeah. I expect that you'll be able to get me now. So someone is saying from the headset. I don't know whether in the headset or whatever. I want for you to get a sound good before I start talking because the thing I can talk here tonight. And that New Year talk, new thing. And so I think you should be able to, especially the online students. I know for the offline students, they like the quality of the sound. The online students are the one. And so I think you're getting sounds now. So if the sounds are okay now, just tell me that we are okay now so that we go. And I don't like people to tell me say sound is much better now. I want for you to tell me whether the sound is okay. That's all I want to get. So that I can start talking what I think we can talk for the night. And okay, so we are here tonight. Thank you so much for everything. So folks, here we are. Grateful to the Almighty God that we are beaming with life and that of good health. There are certain people in this country that you just got to understand that. And we will certainly get there. And the President of the Republic of Liberia has made additional nomination, which of course is the addition of Samora Wolokoli from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, who's now being nominated to go and take the place of the falling LRA boss in Thomas Dona. So that is one of the decisions that have been made by the President of the Republic of Liberia. So that is what it is. And we think for sure the President is still constitutionally proceeding and is left with the senators to either accept or reject. That's all they can do. So there's nothing wrong with that, and we are certainly getting there. There are a lot of things that happen in this country, and we are preparing for inauguration. And we are praying for that to happen so that we move on as a country. There are some of us who believe that we'll remain as we are and remain committed to serving this country. That whatever tends to injure this country, which we are in, which we only have, the only place we have so far, our vacationing is in this country. We got nowhere else to go. It is only here that we know. It is only here that we are kings. It is only here that we are queens. Anything outside of this, we are nobody. That's why you see most of our people in this country, they call themselves officials of government. The moment the election is over or maybe power changed hands, they leave and go America and the Western country. They are never satisfied because they are nobody in those areas. Resources are very minute for them. They can't get it. Their families will have to subject themselves to struggling all over the place. There's a place where you flex yourself. You come in to see the former officials of government who left this country because they're not able to, the way they made this country for themselves, they are not able to live in this country. They always don't make this country a place that they can live. They will come in this country, and guess what? That's the dangerous part of it. They take their families, send them abroad, establish their families abroad, and not just establishing them. You don't go in white man's land, put your family there, and think that the government will be responsible for your family. No, you are going to be responsible for your family. The houses there, they don't give them free houses. They got to pay for it. You got to pay for where you sleep. You got to know that, you know, Liberia men are bluffing being it. Liberia men are like for anybody to embarrass them. It's not like other countries, like other nationals, like in Ghana, Nigeria, so forth, who will leave this country, go abroad. They don't care about comfort. You have 3, 4, 5 Nigerians living in one house. They all put money together. They are there for business. They rather prefer to manage the little they have to send money back home to build houses than to say they buy houses in America. In Liberia, is the biggest achievement for any Liberian to have a house bought in America. Because that's where they want to establish themselves. And establishing themselves there, it does not still make them to be anybody who will enjoy that country. They are still slaves. They will continue to work to the details of those people. Every dime and penny they earn, it stays right there. Now, so the fact of the matter is, if somebody has established himself in the country that falls of a system where you got to pay taxes no matter what, your child even went to school and that child was not picked up on time, you are going to be fined as a parent. That recklessness where child supporting and just languaging all over the place where nobody cares. Some people taking care of their own children, doing this here and there. You don't find that there. And these are some of the things that people go through on a daily basis. Right? Good. Now, so if you find that happening, and then you have in a country where you sit, and then some of you, the hotel say you don't even pay taxes. But you're forced to pay taxes in America. So you see, now, if following the establishment of their families there, yes, opportunities to come, they go to good school or whatever it is, but it's not a school then done that can determine whether your child is able to work in Liberia. One thing about Liberia, you see, our society, I don't see reason why. Because people like us, look at the AB-WHEON. Where have I really gone to any Western school or whatever it is? But today, I am one of the best person that can be discussed in this country. I'm on top of some of your children that you pay money on. They come in this country, they cannot stand people like us. It is not about where you say, it's about understanding the society in which you work and make yourself. Check the national legislature. How many of our people, some of them in the schools then said they went to, look at People that did not said that even go to school. Look at the places they are. They are senators and things. They tell you that what defines that? No. Let me tell you something. One thing you must put to the back of your mind, especially when you're doing this, train up your children in a way that they will have something they call integrity and morals, that they will be of benefit to their society. It's very important. Because when you come down here, people don't care whether you get your degree or whatever it is. Do you know how many degree people that now pass around? They just say, "Boga man, who 1 year, you only get one bachelor degree." That's why you dealing with here. Stay the point, main president. You think we really care about what thing you can be here? Why you must support yourself for life to the extent? Look, nobody is saying that you can't get an opportunity, but I know there are certain level that when you say you want to go to America, you must hit at that level so that you will be comfortable. But some of you not even hitting at that level. Some of you nobody there. You are complete liability on yourself. Because I can't say you liability on the people, you are liability on yourself. So now you're rushing now to come look for a job. The job you're fighting for now is to be able to accommodate or settle for that establishment you have created for yourself in America. So every lay money you're making, you got to send it to the family, you got to send it here and there. Those are the kind of things that you got to live for. You are living in Liberia for America. You are not living in Liberia for Liberia. No, you are living in Liberia now for America. Granted, your children will go to good school. Yeah, they will have better opportunities and you'll find those kind of things. But, you know, so we think for sure we are certainly getting there no matter what the circumstances are. But look at people like us. We are right here. Whether you go or you play your degree or whatever it is, it doesn't make you superior over me. You like it, you go to London, you come back, you learn or whatever, it doesn't make you superior. It wouldn't there for your personal growth and your personal stuff, a personalized achievement. That which does not have any trickle-down effect on determining as to how you will get job over the Abraham way. You can't. You cannot make anything in this country over Abraham way. In fact, I myself, if I just step up now and say, God bless me, God gave me weight, I say, I want to call you, bring your degree, you can put it in the election, we will beat you. Look at it. So why you can just make this country to be the because that the only area you are valued, that the only place you are respected, that the only place you can get anything you want to get, that's where you get it. Why you can just make the Liberia to be the place that you can just enjoy yourself? Now what the Nigerian and the Ghanaians do? They go in America and then they squeeze themselves out somewhere and raise their money, they send it back home. They get ready to go rest. Even though they will become car drivers, they will tell you, they go there, whatever it is, they will tell you, say, this is what we have built back home because they manage their lives there. Then you can flex up all over, passing around there. You can't be blocking around. No, don't work like that. In your home, that where you get respect, when you can stamp authority in your home, you get more respect. Now, where the respect is earned. So they didn't get time for those things. By the way, we're getting there. So I think it's very much good for all of us and very important for us. Okay, now let's go. I wanted to talk on something, but tomorrow I'll talk about it. It's about the people of memory. But I will talk about it on tomorrow. The guys are planning to have a press conference on tomorrow. After their press conference, I will talk about it. And I think I will speak with the Brokers president or the Truckers Association president. It just the information came in so late. But I can tell you for sure that trucks did not leave the port today due to some concerns and some implementation or execution or of a policy that was signed on and of course enacted into law and passed on by the national legislature back in 2015. That law did not take effect until today that we are hearing that we want to now implement that law at the free port of Monrovia. And I think if it is implemented, I want to understand some things in it before I can talk in it more. So I want to know whether if it is implemented, it will increase some funds our people will have to pay before they get their goods off, or whether truck riders or truck drivers or so forth will have to pay specific money to add on to other expenses that they have. And if those additional expenses are there, what impact will they have on the market? And because most of the things that leave from the port, they are more market-based things, they are not personal effects. So what impact it will have on the market? Those are the kind of things that we are studying now. So we want to see what our law will mean and why is it the WHEON administration did not put it into effect when they took over as of 2018 until now that they are leaving. That's when it's taking effect. Why is it happening now? Who is behind it? Why? What is necessitating it now? So it's a good thing. They are saying that, oh yeah, to manage the road because the truck then can spoil the road. so they won't be collecting money from them or so forth. But if they start collecting the money, then what happens? Why is it was not taking effect at the time? So we think we'll get onto that, and by tomorrow I will get onto that, and we think for sure we will certainly, and we'll certainly try our best, and we'll get on that, right? So let's do that, folks. I told you, and I said it over and over and over and over. I will not get tired. My cook pot is not in anyone's pocket and had never been in anyone's pocket, in God's pocket. I have been trained for this moment over the periods. I'm never greedy for anything. I'm just as simple as I am. If I get, that's it. If I don't get it, I move on. Full ball. Came from struggling background. He gets, he eats. He doesn't have, he's okay. That's the kind of life that we're trained to. We're never moved by what other people were eating. No. So we are trained to that. We don't care about our friends, whether they get BB jobs. They get our BB jobs and we're still friends with them and we're happy with them. We don't care. Our friends were being praised. And whatever praises they were giving them, yes, it was them. We celebrated with them. We didn't care. Because we're trained to just accept life. Not to be complacent, that's one thing for sure, but to be content. To just say, look, life is what it is now. I will strive. I will exert the effort. But if it doesn't work, there's no basis of me getting vexed. Because people, why would I want to be getting vexed because of progress? Because progress will always be. So if progress is the reason for my vexation, then I should just get ready to just live a vexation life throughout my entire life. Because people will always progress. Even including my very self, I will progress too. So if I'm vexed because people progressing, or people are being celebrated, or people are this, that, here, and there, I just feel, why would I be angry throughout my whole life? That's the kind of deceit that other people live in. Like, let's say, for instance, Joseph Walker has won now. There are other friends of ours. There are other friends who were in CDC that will get their government job there and need to collect their salary there, and they used to give me somewhere. So if I didn't expect from them, I never used to have problem with them for not sharing their salaries with me, I was doing my work for my country as though I was getting all the government money the way I used to be talking it. What may you think when Joseph Walker or my other friends who are in Unity Party, if God gave them their job, they are going up, I will feel bad. Could you imagine? I was here. I had friends also in the CDC who had better jobs, better opportunity. They were making better salaries than me. I don't even get the first salary set. I used to get it. They used to be getting their money, then they will go to bank, they will get their money, but they were our friends. We were still happy together. We never needed to envy them. We're just satisfied with how life is. It's not that we are complacent. You could see, I'm not looking at somebody who really complacent. No. So if I could live with them in the wake of what they had, they did what they did, and I did what I think I could do for my country, caring less about what they had, what they were getting, what their family were benefiting. I never care. But why may you think now that Abraham, God sent William, will sit down here and feel bad because other friends then coming in Unity Party, they will get jobs, they will get a car, they will get position, and they have been trained. Look, when you train yourself to these things, you can fit anywhere, any day. That's why you see when I tell you people that this 2024 starting, it will be the tough year. A year that we'll use to critique to the best of our abilities. And I can tell you for sure. And I like the fact that new people are now coming on the job. So it is possible that when AB is sitting in a position in his office, it's difficult for people to discover AB bad deeds. But the moment AB is taken from there, a new person comes there. That new person there will have the ability to know what all AB was doing the time he was in the office. So, somebody is telling me that good day, Abraham, and happy new year. He said, any attempt for the MPA and the transport to implement the axial law, we will shut down the port tomorrow. Yeah, it will create serious hardship because these guys are not willing to comply with it. I don't know what's happening, but I will just talk about it in passing because we got to prevent some of these things because it will have an impact on us, right? Uh, these are some of the things that they just that's not a group. I don't know how they call it group. They say that the group people must be paying the money to. They say for the role and sustainability or something fund, but people then say they will not lie. But we'll talk on it, right? We'll talk on it. And like I told you, by tomorrow, I will have enough information so that we will, and we'll talk about it. I can't talk about it now because I don't have much yet to know what are their concerns. Because by law, the law is there. That law was signed in 2015. At that time, current president, incoming president Joseph Yuman Boakai was the head of the president of the Senate when he signed onto that. And former President Ellen Johnson said it. So it was 2015 that it was passed. Now that he is coming in power, that the time they see to effect this law. So I want to know, because there are several other laws that were passed on a unity party that George Weah did relax on his administration and told the people not to effect it because it was a pro-poor government. You can't be a pro-poor government, you put in these kind of measures. So they relaxed it during those times. There were several other things that needed to happen in this country that we are relaxed. You know, we are paying subsidy to rice until it was 2023. The early part of 2023, before they lifted that subsidy payment, they said, no, we'll not be paying it again. But we are left paying that, meeting the rice input, all the things that were happening. There are several other measures that we are quieted down and allowed nobody to touch anybody on it. They came 4 days, one day, they are certain things that put in. But yeah, we raised all of the resources. The LRA still raised money. And how we could fund our own budget despite him holding on to some of those things and say, no, when you do that one, it will bring hardship because the consumers will have to bear the cost of this. So now they are bringing something else now to do it. And we are looking at it and see how it works. So we will see and look at it and see what impact it will have. We'll talk with the transport authorities to see what they intend to achieve from this and why are they doing it now. How is it necessary now? Because it's a law that is passed. So I can't question that it's a law as a student. And as a person who understands law, I can say, oh yeah, the bad law, this, that, and I want to know how is it working and what necessity there. You should understand all of that as well. And why is it these people are trying to do what they are doing? Why? Because the guys are planning to shut down the port, meaning the people then who can take the container there from the port, they say they will not take the containers off. So if they are not taking the containers off, meaning there will not be goods on the market because those containers are the ones that transport the goods. So they say before any truck comes up, you will weigh the truck and know what quantity of thinner you can take to bring on the road, to fly on the road there. So some of the questions some of the truckers are asking is that, you are talking about these trucks and thinner. What about those people who outside the port that are running those trucks there and passing around with heavy loads? What are you doing with them? What mechanism you're getting in place to checkmate them or to check them, to weigh them, or whatever it is? Why you're only coming in the port to come effect this thing? Why you can't go outside? So those are the questions some of them asking. Why you can't go outside? There are some people every truck that are be passing around with, those companies that are passing around with their trucks and things. So those are some of the things they're talking about. But again, like we said, and we will look at that and see why now. Sometimes you want to ask question why now, and sometimes you can look some other way. I don't like to ask that question about why now. I think for sure. But let's leave it. So, like we said, we'll get to that. You're not threatening this country. The country will be straight. Don't worry. This country this country will be straight. Don't worry. And so. So we will get to that and we'll understand who will be collecting the money and what is it and the rural fund, because it says it's about rural fund. So we're looking at it from outside. We'll get that, don't worry. We'll get in there. All right, so let's go on. So like we told you people, we are here to do what we think we can do. We were trained for this moment and we don't care. Thank God nobody's going to be calling me pro-government journalist because I'm government now. My government in power now. So nobody will call me pro-government journalist. I think you will call me pro-opposition journalist now. And I am going to call me now. Any kind of way you want to put me, any kind of way that your business. So now you're coming to change it to pro, I don't know, pro-wedding, pro-opposition. I don't know. But again, I don't care where you want to place me, you place me there. They play, I want to place myself, and where I will place myself. You seen it? Good. So I don't have time for what you people will be saying out there. But let me tell you something. Over the weekend, I noticed something, and it really claimed my attention. I saw people flying around with it, and they kind of thing a little boho. So the president elect, you see, deception is bad. When I tell you envy and jealousy is very terrible, people don't understand it. The only thing an envious person intends to achieve is why it is not me. If it is someone else, it is not it. If it is someone else, it's not. If it is me, that means it's good. If it is someone else, then it's not good. That's what envious people do. They are very uncomfortable, especially when you put yourself in a context. That's why I started this thing to say, look, if I were trained to understanding that I could have friends who were employed into lucrative position in government, we were used to get their salary and everything. No day I went to them and said, "Mama, come buy me scratch card now." You know that play there that yeah. None of my friends in the CEC or whatever it is will tell you, say I went to them and tell them, say, please buy me scratch card, or I call a speech for them because they're not buying me scratch card. But every time I met them, we were happy together. I never had time for their positions or whatever it is. I just believe in what I believe in. I believe that I did not need anything from them for me to do what I think I'm doing for my country. Whether they like it or not, they gave me it. I said, they don't, I don't care. I don't have time. They are working for the country. And all I always encourage them to do is, my brother, whatever you are, do it for the sake of your country. Any shame that comes upon you, it will be bad for all of us. It's not about your money or whatever it is. I didn't care. I never want anybody office begging them for money. No. They say, please help me with this, please help me with that. I hardly do that. And I can't do it. If I couldn't do it that time, that people then would do it for, or that people then would do it with. No. Because it helps you to train yourself to understanding that you have to allow people to be. It's their time. When their time reaches, all you can give them is the support. Because it will be you. And you'll be in a position you expect for people to celebrate with you. You expect them to be happy. So you got to respect that. That's nature. That's life. Some of the progression make you uncomfortable, feeling bad, or whatever. No, don't gonna think I don't go into it to come make myself to feel bad in life. No, I will be happy. And my happiness continues into this incoming administration. Because I don't care for who gets job, whatever position, whether they used to be suffering. Because I had some of them started looking at people and feeling so terrible. People that coaching, they used to be begging for gas that didn't want that. People that remember them used to be all the kind of needed that all the things that made them better. Nothing else. Nothing else they took to this election. And the jealousy that started from the bottom to the top. From the bottom to the top, into communities, it started from there. I hope and we want to go look at them now they're bluffing. That kind of jealousy and envy then they took to election. They forgot about development of the countries. And I just told a friend this morning. I said, who told you that you like it, you bring rice? You share it, you give everybody rice in this country. That rice is even cheap at $10 per cup. They will not still solve the labor problem. You know labor problem? The jealousy and envy. They will eat that rice. Who told you? They will eat that rice and they will not still be satisfied. Because AB-WHEON is right, God, a problem for them. Rest will never satisfy them. Why AB-WHEON must draft that? You think they care about rest? You think that rest is just that political thing they can be using the cause? Not really about rice. When the people decided to go for that rice riot in 1979, it was not merely about rice. It's about seeing certain people in power. You think rest is an issue? Do you know how many families have decided to allow themselves to go hungry for the sake of development because that development tends to benefit them? Do you think they rest? Do you know how many of our parents choose to tell our children, say, we used to be eating titty cup or we eat 2 cups now because we are building house, and they accepted to live that way because they believe that that development is benefiting them personally? You think rest is problem in this country? Not rest. They can even use it for, it's not rice. Don't fool yourself. Envy and jealousy are the biggest issue. People hate to see their friends progress. The moment you progress, whatever you do, it tends to be bad to them because they think that they are not the one in a position. That's all. So just look at it. So now we're looking at the officials of government now that come in. Everything these CDC people used to do that you used to say that bad. We all do one, we remind you. If people did this before and you people say this before, what happened? I was just taking it back when I saw Luther Tappe, Amon Tweden, they put on a Unity Party page. Oh, we just want to inform the public that unscrupulous individuals are using our names to extort money for jobs. Who told you all that? So when Magay then was saying people were using their names to lie, for which people even decided to report on the Korean newspaper and all, that it was mentioned in sanction area that Magay then were extorting money from people for jobs. You agreed to it. You were passing around with it. That today you want us to believe that people can use people's names. You see some of the things we are talking in this country. You see, this is the problem. And that's why I say I will be so happy. Under the 6 years, it will vindicate people like us. It will, look, there is a period for vindication. It will vindicate us. We don't have time. Everything that other people did that you're taught to be bad is about to haunt you now. What will you people say? Come on, man, like me, AB. People using my name to go collect money from people. Say, Abraham, they just said Allah. That's stealing are true. Now, again, they can be collecting money from people in the name of this. They, that you never knew that, and now you're making press releases all over. That now you're putting press release up and say people using your name then to get that now. JMB, that's true. These people are collecting money from people for jobs. They are criminals. Look, this has been the situation in this country. They are doing it. They will just one line because now you are getting to this point, and some of them it will backfire. And because when it backfires, they will sit back and say, "We already told you that people were using our name, so it's not true. We took money from the other men." That kind of thing that they come out. It is true. These guys were hungry and they were passing around and then their friends, and they now sitting in a place where they're collecting money from people because they say they are now in power. I know that for sure. So all that thing that they on a trick, they on say people using our name to say that's a blatant lie. They are taking money from people, extorting money from people because they said they will be able to give them jobs. Oh, so when again was saying it the last time, say people were on Twitter was saying people were using their names. It was a lie at the time. So that you want to tank on and they won't believe you. What may you think that you're so super extra that what? Look, you see, this thing you put yourself in, your tangle yourself with it like this, it will haunt you. It has started. I will remind you every day. You take one step, I will remind you. They are passing around with that. Right? Good. I saw the Unity Party people passing around. Say, oh, blah, blah, blah. Joseph Boakai went to go visit people in the school that were sat down there. They're criticizing Joao Taylor, that the woman who vice president, she go take 1,000, she go promise it for total people for the fire. Oh, gee, good, brilliant. I like that. Then they were hailing Joseph Boakai for in an unbudgeted spending manner, giving 10 million with 200 bags of rice. Then they celebrating that one today because Boakai is in power. You see? Yeah. When George Weah, who is noted, in fact, now I know Liberian people problem. You see why I always told you that I don't like, even that I don't want to work in government to serve my country. When I told you people that the moment you start to work in government, there are people who are unrealistic about assessing you, and they will call you names because you are working. And me, I'm waiting you. Any official of government takes office as of January 22, you sit down in office, whether that 12 office, whether that Major office, whether that who office, and you discover anything there, share with me, we'll discuss it. People can do straight, right? We'll get there. Because we think people were serving this country. We respect their decision to serve this country. So we are suddenly getting there, and we're suddenly getting now. You're passing around. Where did a man who was living on loan, where did he take $10 billion from? So the last time we heard about million Liberian dollars when we had took power, they said at 16 million. They say it went missing. This time we are hearing about 10 million. Is Walker a giver? Is he a generous giver? No, he's not, right? Good. At least for we are only noted for giving. That's his life. You're all testimonies to that. You all knew it. At the time he was doing it that time, because you were not in government, you used to collect money and eat it and be passing it around celebrating with it. The moment he gets in government, that sin giving that we are used to give, it now becomes sinful. It now becomes your country money. It now begin. Now the same way we are used to go take some of the football money. So now talk to friends to help him add up so that he will solve problem for his native struggling people. He used to bring that money and then give it out. Nobody had problem with it because we was not in government and nothing. They used to grab that money, eat it, put them up, and be celebrate. Now when we have became president and then decided to use that same medium, that same giving, and say, look, I need to expand it now that I'm president. I will buy cars for our chiefs. I will do this, blah, blah, blah. It now became a problem. He now sat down and said, oh, he just doing it because our country money, he just use it. He just put our country money. Where Waka took the money here from? Where does it come from? I want you to answer me critically because I'm sending any question there I'm going to ask along the 10 million. Whether he help people or whatever is up to him. The 10 million that what we discussing, where did he take it from? Who gave it to him? If it was given as a gift, then that's wrong. You know, when Magay was giving this scholarship to students in the communities, we asking questions. Magay, where are you taking this money to be giving scholarship to students all over? Magay answered and said, some of the money I just see here, so I just talk to friends. Because of the position, I said, I just talk to friends. They will help me. And I'll tell them, even the grave that they were causing all the noise and here with Magay, explain it. He said, that grave about my mother, it was not about me. I never wanted anything like that. It was friends. A guy who can do construction, he just woke up and said, you know what? The way you cry under your mother business, I will build a grave site for your mother. Magay did that because of the position he said. Today, ask the human being who are around Joseph Boakai, answer Joseph Boakai himself. Ask them whether some of them they're not getting free money from people today because they're around Joseph Boakai. Ask them whether they're rejecting it. Do not tap it just for a brand new car that you're passing around with. Where you took money from together when you were riding with old ratting car? Where you think they're getting no money then from? I just heard of call somebody tiny one and me because they will begin one-on-one who can be causing people all over the place. They carry him to a used car garage. They bought one car for him recently. Where are they getting it from now? Where are they getting the money from? They're not in power yet. Why do you think they're getting it? It's because people who have interest in doing business with them are giving them money. They're receiving the money, they're passing around. Why Boakai took money from to come be doing all kinds of things away all over the place? If Boakai has no presidential privilege, then why is it you think we have never had similar privilege as well? For everything he did, you condemn it in this country. You say he stole the money. There's that. Boakai stole our country money. That 10 billion, where did he take it from? Who gave it to him? Because he's not noted for giving. As far as we are concerned, he's still living on loan. And we are now being president, you will pay by a loan based upon the job that we have given. We have chosen to pay his medical bills and then pay his loans. Boakai is now given an opportunity to pay by a loan. We know that he's a broke person in this country. And we expect Boakai's asset declaration to speak and reflect his brokenness in this country. We expect all of that. A man who was living in a dirty structure where noise, his yard used to be a car parking lot where he would raise money to pay his security. Today, he can take 10 million and give it to people. Where did he take that money from? Why the struggling masses who are killing themselves in the streets, they are still that language in poverty? Where did he take that money from? Or that today now you want us to believe that that money that he has, no, let me tell you something. You see, people don't understand. When we say these things, don't end there, your friend. That's why I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't go that route. Where the men who are using a car parking lot and told a security and say, I got money to pay you. When you can park out in the yard, when you're at the more end, you can pay yourself. The man lived the most risky life ever of VIP has ever lived. He didn't care about his security, everything. That man was living in a state of destitute. Poverty has already overtaken him. Now the kind of man today, look at the son. Immediately, they built a gigantic wall, soundproof wall, so that his son nightclub, the music cannot go in. So you mean that Papa was living in that noisy area where people will come outside and be throwing bottles all over. He cared less about himself because he refused. Look, that man was living on life. You have revived him. You brought him back to life. Today, the very thing that we was doing are the things he has started doing today. Why you will not ask yourself the question, where you took that money from? Where you took that money from? Some of you even supporting him. Any of your friends go to you now and say, please help me with Reggie. Not even able to give them a dime. Your life has never changed. You still sitting there in abject poverty. Those of you who are insulting us into the communities, you are still languishing where you are. But he is able to donate. His officials around him today, they are collecting money all over. They are enjoying themselves, empowering themselves. But you were ending other people the last time when they were progressing, you were ending them. Today, he has come to their level. You're sitting there, and you'll sit down. Oh, these are me, AB-WHEON, I'm better to you. Look, anything that ever condemned before will remain condemned. Except God changes it. Where Bogatica? People didn't give me, people gave me it. Good. So that means people couldn't give their money. Waka, who is not a celebrity, nobody knows him. Nobody. So if we are who has that kind of status to get the presidency at the time, we didn't think people would pour at him with gifts. Somebody money, whatever. Oh, what I want, I was stealing money. In fact, I remember one time I asked them this question because you were saying, I said, why if after we had won, because you were talking about the 2 more asset declaration thing after I was still at QFM, and I asked him this question. I said, why if we are won? And you know, people run campaigns, they get money, now they lose money, some other thing, and not check here and there. And then we are won, we had his money from the campaign. And because he's now president, other people who have interest and all decided to give him money. And then he chose to use that money to build his house because he declared his assets because he was now entering the why if he said the president has not receive any gift. Anybody who receive any gift from anybody is against the law. Now you're not supposed to receive any gift because it will influence. Okay, let's agree now. Why play worker taking the money then from now to do routine? You're not president yet. So for every gift he gets will influence his decision. Those Lebanese who were giving him money during the campaign time, when I said the Lebanese were able to raise over $500,000 and give it to Bwakai for the pool washers, I said that. You say I was lying. Today, the Lebanese have taken the single standard state. They are the one renovating his place, doing everything for him. They are willing to pull anything at him and say, we'll do this, 200 bag of red, that's more money. These are people who do that. Let me tell you something. This country, until we can stop these things, we, the ordinary citizens, will continue to suffer. Y'all get ready to start getting vexed again. I know there are some of you who will not get vexed. I agree. Because for you, your own target is not what the country do, what the country not do. The idea is you and Mama say Kabanemo go sit down by into a community. Like your own happiness. So what about very country? Why would the idea your own target was that because of envy? You and Mama say Kabanemo go sit down by into a community. And Carol Gray must be passing around in the street with you. The other person. So what are the country your own power you satisfy already? The idea the person will come down to your team level. So that all of your own satisfaction, right? Another group of people, now what they went into it for? They went into it thinking that their lives were not better and this person was responsible for that. So that group of people Bwaka get dealing with. That kind of people then Bwaka will happen. So just sit in this country, just when we used to be saying to just stop these things. We are thinking this man is president. The position he gets in, the position he occupies, it calls for a lot of immunities. It calls for a lot of privileges he enjoys. That man not going to live on his salary. They don't get the position you set in. It makes way for you. You don't live on your salary. And I always told you people, even the pastor and I had a vision and I get some of them they are political vision and what about it, that their salary they're living on. Don't lose money they can be given and they can report it to the church. You can tell you say, pastor, every year they want or walking on the road, there's somebody giving it, you can carry it to the church. And the only one in the church that they want to get account up, the one that they can get it outside of the church, they go and report it to the church. They don't. Because it's just the position they sit in. That certain position when you occupy, you will get what you. Nobody, look, for me, that's what I never want to aim. Just fight to reach up there, you will see yourself. You'll see for yourself. It was not about development, it was not about what, just the kind of petting and the vex because they're not in power. Look at the barrage of people that are coming from America to come get jobs. That the men who say they want America to enjoy more than you, that you now, you see how they running down there, they coming here to come look for a job now. The America they can be bragging you with, boasting about, I get space here. Yeah, then they're flying from down there, coming in Liberia to come work again. The moment the government is over, they jump back, they go right back there. That is some people in there you look at. We'll look at it, we'll see. See them why they are angry. See why they are better. Because we are from Gibraltar, who come from football field, not supposed to be their president. I don't care about what we are does, how you run his government, how you want to run his government, or whatever it is. But at least let us be issue-based people to look at it. Tomorrow it will be your time. One of my friends I know so much, he sat down, I think here now. He said, oh, me and my wife, I don't know whoever will come in to go. You know, some of them, they are our friends because we were all friends down the line before. That won't make it too difficult. You see, I'm a respecter of friendship. That's one thing for sure. I'm a respecter of friendship. And I'm not into the business of condemning people. Even if I want to be critical of them, I'd rather let it be. Like I'm studying in the book of Things for Apart. I'd rather let it be because these are my friends. I hardly just go to sending on them because we were one. So this guy is announcing to people that, oh, me and my woman will come in to go to some kind of expensive area. I want for you to think that the government. Oh, so now, you see, everything people do in this country, you criticize it. Nobody has their private life. Let's see the area that you will be eating at. Because when other people used to go to Google restaurant to go be eating, you have a problem with that, the country money. Nobody has. Even if they gave them a as offer and tell them, say, please come to this place, I will buy you. Me, me. God has decided to make it, and me, I will live my life the way I want to live it in this country now. Nobody dare put more on me anymore because you know what? You're not going to see because in fact your behavior then can make people set to be very careful how they live their life because the perception is very bad. It's bad. The perception is bad. And everyone we can sit there and tell you today, but you sit there, you allow yourself to be used. That man got ready, he get 10 million with 200 bags ready. When has the man ever given anything to anybody before? Is he a giver? Is he a record giver? No. That man horse have been a ghost camp. Season coming, oh man, they don't go there. But George, we have from the day he was playing football, even up to his presidency and the ending, his hub was always been truth up. People will go there to receive whatever. And I see people and say, who are voting against him? In the same real community, they don't want voting against him. Bunch of ungrateful people. That man horse have been a ghost camp. He never even had horse to distribute to people. Who told you that man? Look, there's just people who just be. There's a man who used to be begging Costa. Costa sent other money. Costa show all the messages from the old man. That the old man now he want to go give 10 million now. You think where you took it from? If now the position you're putting. So that we are now you're put in position, they're not supposed to flex. That Bwaka you're put in position and if you're to flex, then a good thing. But if we are then in a position, got that and doing that country money. Now you're put Bwaka there, it's not the country money. Who told you that the country money? Because the power you gave him. So the country money starts right there. Any money you get in now is because of the power you gave him and the country money. Because the position he sits in, that's why they are giving that money. The country money running starts right there. That where the country money starts. Why you people want to be sycophants in this country? Some of you look at people like us and thank God some of your journalists you're getting your play. They work with people like us before they know our standing, they know what we went through. And they will tell you the story that AB guy who down there work with me. I know exactly what some of my people who work with me. Don't ask them, they know exactly what I went through. They know. I share with them personally my own mishap. Sometimes I will call them and tell them, say, man, they play the thing and I really want to give up, and sometimes I want to. They know it. Thank God they go on the other side now. When you go ask them, they will tell you how I was managing. They know it. They way out now. Maybe if I used to get money, they will tell you that, man, every time we used to say that, they will tell you it now. Because whatever we did, at a certain point in time, I will call them back and say, gentlemen, you guys have to keep it up. This thing here, we are doing it for our country. We are not doing it, but they are there. They may have issues with me today, but I know one thing they will not do is to lie on me. I am somebody who jumped into people's area and whatever. No. Because the way you make the country to be, envy and jealousy that all you took to election. Today, they have shifted to you people now. Let me see why you all do now. You won't see it. Or we are who are everything. And that people thing, I want to inside you because I want to inside you. Whether you're lucky or go down, whether you pass law, whatever it is, that thing is not appropriate. Look, that thing, whether you're lucky or not, you're going to come down. If they institute that thing and it works, the ordinary people will pay the price for it. Tin prices will go up. Even rice price will go up. Because let's say, for instance, if I'm supposed to take a truck load from in the port, and I know the quantity of material that I got to take, right? And then you tell me, say, okay, let me just make it simple for you, right? Granted, I agreed, the road condition is very essential. I agree. Because sometimes I can even be wondering, why will people decide to do these things? These are some of the things, right? Good. This thing that they want to effect, I don't want to even talk about it now because that's something I want to talk. Say I don't know what they call. I don't want to go ahead of it because the minute had their press conference here. But let me stick to the Baka donation because I wanted to go to it, but I will talk about it tomorrow. You see how you people are sick of it? Waka 10 billion LD with 200 bags of rice. And let me tell you what is source of that bag of rice. Stanton Waterspoon wants to become the importer of rice in this country. You want to control the import. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this country is interesting. And you see, these are some of the reasons. When I look at the American, I don't want to say their justice system, but the way cases by cases, it just because one thing as a student of law, the reason why punishment is very essential to law is deterrence. And the reason they institute those two, such as, let's say, for instance, if you stole money, they will ask you to pay that money back. But on top of paying that money back, they will ask you, they will send you to jail. That money paying back is not the real punishment they want to give you. That going to jail is the punishment. The reason they are sending you to jail, so that it will discourage other people or deter you from doing it again. Because if my Jeff are stealing money, they will go into the case and whatever it is, they are able to pay that money back. It doesn't change anything. I will still want to steal because once you catch me, what about it? What about you not to pay the money back? Pay back. You're going to know. We put you in jail because jail is the real punishment. It's not paying back the money; is the punishment. Jail. There are certain basic rights that will cease from you so that you will feel the pain of your action. The American people, they brought the system that we practice in this country. Nothing else. They are saying certain things. Look, some of the things that can start. I want to say, look, as a president, if you try, you say you want to court or whatever, the judge will start. You will start seeing yourself being intimidated from the start of the case or whatever. You will start seeing yourself what court can do. The bench you will sit on, you will know what kind of bench you sitting down in the first place. Nobody giving you preferential bench. The judge is determining when you should come to court. Your whole liberty as to when you want to do what, you start seeing it being seized there already. The man who voluntarily carries you there, he doesn't care. But you who involuntarily brought under the jurisdiction of the court, you start feeling it already. That when you're supposed to do something, the man determines. The man not going to ask you, say, AB, what day you will be doing Monday? Because that Monday I want to assign your case. He didn't care about that. Because the man who even carried the complaint, he want to fight hard for the assignment of the case. Because and when he assigns his case, and they said they will inform you that on this day, AB-WHEON has already fought hard, the case is already assigned, you're supposed to come on this day. What are you going to your power or whatever it is, unless it is a manifest insanity or whatever it is, you have to come. You start feeling that kind of way already. That your liberty as to when you want to do what, that's the system. That is the kind of thing that you start going through. Then you start feeling, I don't want to go through the kind of thing now. I'm supposed to go through. You will start forfeiting some life gestures. Some of the things, some of them, you start. It makes you to start putting yourself in place. But on the Stanton Waterspoon case about the terrible crime that you committed in America, I think the whole thing was years of blah. Stanton Waterspoon is not doing anything. If you get that man chance again, you will go steal again. Because the American people are not demonstrating to us that their system is something worth being afraid of. But don't try it and put yourself in Stanton shoes. The way they will treat you, saw that Cassell that. The way they treated that Cassell is not how they treat Stanton Waterspoon. Because maybe they get some kind of interest in Liberia. That I want to think. Because for a man to be sitting, meddling into sitting under a criminal. Okay, let's leave that one. Liberian people are even sitting back and celebrating Stanton Waterspoon doing business with their government that they put in power. But they are crucifying people who are just indicted, not even indictment, I don't want to use indictment. People who are just accused or maybe placed on sanction that is not justiciable. That the people they are vilifying, but they are celebrating a criminal, a convict. Is Stanton Waterspoon who sits there and says that Stanton Waterspoon is the one that controls everything. Takes it, gets it to Boaka, and say Boaka go give it. That is what it is. Stanton Waterspoon wants to control the right sector in this country. A criminal who's in America, but he's controlling things in Liberia. Then the American people say they want fight corruption. You see, this is what it is, right? They want to fight corruption. We understand that. But the man who corrupted their system is allowed free to operate within the space of Liberia where they intend to fight corruption. Sometimes you want to ask yourself the question, how is that possible? But man, you're not corruption free. You shouldn't be melting into the people democracy because you yourself, we are already, these are things that they ought to have done. They are not doing it, they leave it. But don't try it. I'm still telling you again, don't try it and overlook their system and think that they will treat you the way they treat Stanton Waterspoon. They treat people case by case basis. The way they will look at AB, now how they will look at Julius J. AB-WHEON may come and criticize. They may place AB-WHEON on different category and whatever. Julius J will come and do the same criticism, and they will not have time for Julius J and AB-WHEON. They do it on case by case basis. They know how to deal with it. Don't try it, and you put yourself in Stanton's shoes, and you say they will treat you. You use that, like president. The way they treat us, don't try it. The way they will bundle you. You will not even have the slightest chance to find yourself sitting the way you sit. This is not a normal abnormality. You know what I call normal abnormality? There are certain things that are abnormal, it's just part of life, right? The abnormality is just part of that. Meaning that what makes it normal is just part of life. Though it's abnormal, but it's just part of life. That's the normal aspect of it. So that situation is not a normal abnormality where they will give certain people preference or whatever it is. No, that's not what it is. Don't pull yourself there. Don't do that. I don't care what you do. In fact, their own citizens that they will even catch for crimes and routine, and they don't give them the leverage they give in Stanton Waterspoon. I know the people justice system. We know how they do their things. They will not give Stanton Waterspoon the kind of preference They don't give their own citizens who are arrested on those things, then they don't give them. By the way, that is life for you. But this criminal is there announcing, boy, we're going to get it one. Boy, we're going to get it one. Waka is really taking that kind of money from that criminal and passing around with it. But they say other people who essentially just took money in the form of faction, and then they were just spending it at the country money they stole, and they want to call it. So what are all men took that your money? That your men took that other money. Are we very serious in this country about the things we say and the things we do, or we just saying it because of certain individuals who are involved? Are we really serious? Are we really serious for this our country? Let us stop it. This country, the way we are treating it, the dumbfounded civil society actors in this country who are all corrupted, greedy group of people who will not speak to the issues. You're destroying this country. That's why you see this country is where it is today. Are you really serious? Are we really serious in this country? They're passing around, maybe not get 10 billion. When you started celebrating 10 billion, that may not give up. Why is that? Oh, so because it is with him, it's good. When it's we are, it's bad. Now you see the control. You know, the one said the election came and the result came so that you can see really the country, how it is, what this country is, and who we are in this country. That we are not serious-minded people. Any criticism they're giving you, don't feel bad. That's why I told you, anything people tell me or whatever they say about me, I don't care about them. That's serious people then that's criticizing me. The real sound people then, the people who sit lying down with criminals. Then they're getting ready to call me criminals. People who sitting down with people who insulting all over the place. Then they're sitting down and looking at president and saying, oh, you get fussy, you disrespectful. Look at that sound people then there. People who supporting people who insulting people. I'm not insulting. I'm giving descriptions about issues. Those descriptions may sound too odd to you. I don't have time. That kind of people will criticize me and take it serious. That's serious people then there. And you see they are on serious now. Ain't coming up now. That kind of thing. I'm gonna look at it and get vexed. That kind of thing I'm gonna look at it and say, oh yeah, this that. I can never get vexed in this country. Nobody can make me vexed in this country. Even by their conducts. They can never make me vexed. Because everything they are doing, God has already revealed it to me and I know I can see it happening. So when it's happening, as the way I predicted it, it makes me happy. It makes me feel fulfilled. I'm happy. I celebrate it. Look, every time anything I ever said, I see it happening, I'm so happy. I'm never vexed, and we're not. You got new people in there. I knew why you were going to be. Just say the prophet or the prophetess sat down and then said something, and then you went and say, no, you're not happy. Happy now. The prophet will just laugh at you and say, wow. Yeah, to you. You think you will get vexed? You don't get vexed. Everything I ever said in this country will come true. And every day it comes true. I will come here to remind you that I said this. We are just getting there. We're getting there. Look, what are your legacy of boy? Come down. In as much as everything you were saying here was true, nobody can live other than the true life. You people that empower now, they will live the true life. And that true life that they will live is what will look at now and tell everybody, seeing true life here, we're talking about it. Last time you said that was false life. You said that was bad life. Why is it today? And again, continue to live faith. Nothing. Some of them, they will travel, they will go places. People will take their pictures and send it to us. They will be eating some places. People will take their pictures and send it to us. They will ride cars. People will take the car's picture and send it to us. They will go places. Anything they do, people will take it and say, AB, yeah. You see how you made yourself now, how you coming to be? You see how you do yourself now? You see how you just made yourself to look so simple or whatever you do? Because you're made it to appear like people eating good food are bad. You're made it to appear like when people donating to people and you are in government or you have government privileged position and then you're donating to people that sin. Now that sin there now you're committing now. What we're talking about now. You're not saying it was sin before. You say it was never the sin. You don't say it was sin. When did it become good now? You say today, Waka donating 10 billion. You celebrate it. You say, it's not about where you're giving it. It's about who is it coming from? And what does it mean? Where is he taking it from? Why didn't he do it then? Due to the wise is quite sufficient. We are right here on this very day. We will get there. We are getting. Thanks so much to all of you fans for the very proud. We appreciate the show. This is my store. If you work on it, play a story. I really can't do over the people because the message people they believe that they are yes, no doubt.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime and body, don't take law in your hand for the rhetoric. They can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it, I'm a part of it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the sector to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the sector to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the sector to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia.
Oh, yes, and the Crime Stopper. Thank you so much, Old Man Sam, your team for the great work being done. Listen to this song my old man was able to share with me. He said, "Baby, and I have this song here so that you can play it. I'll just play it briefly and listen to it. This is why it will be able to help you out."
Aha! We got a bar when I eat bless people. Lean on it for your own blessing because you get your day. I get my day, you too get your day. I get my time, oh, you too get your time. Everybody get the own day where God go bless me. And so when my day breaks this, I beg no jealousy. I get my day, you too get your day.
I get my day, you too get your day. Eh?
Oh, you too get your time.
You too get your time.
Everybody gets the own day where God go bless.
Aha.
And so when your day breaks this, I not get for jealousy.
Aha. So you see that's why it is, and that's why you didn't understand. Everything else, that's good. Let's get to the line. Interact with your caller 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers to call tonight, right here on this very line. And so this is it. Let's get on. Okay, so let me get on to the first caller right here on this very die. We are certainly getting there. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, hello, how you doing? Please go on quickly. Let's listen to you.
Okay, the main thing was looking for you at the world mountain.
Okay.
The really want that mountain. The really want that mountain. And don't put any low for you have to be careful. Yes. Now we are going to return that mountain over to a bad time. We will suffer a little bit. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And Ophelia. Let's hear from you, Ophelia. Let's hear from you. Hello?
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Thank you for the show. You know, when I look at Nigerian people, I just have to laugh. Where you will see that only in abroad I think it happened, or criminal making decision in the people government in Nigeria. I'm just look at it and laugh. Or criminal. State of what else about criminal. Why he can't even get close to the of criminal making decision in la. I've said that when you thought they say, oh, a man a good man, he can't rescue. He ought to rescue himself. But like American people, they will sit down. They will rebel. Like people, they try on Israel. They will sit down and they will cry for President William. They will sit down. President William have their own money. He doesn't need to steal nobody money. Money before he even became president. So I look at people when they're talking, oh, they steal the government money, he do that, he do that. How much money LeBron get? They put that over there. It's not President we are renting. Any justice said they want to rent half of that put. They're not talking about that one. So I just rest my kids right there.
All right, Ophelia. Thank you, ma'am, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller right here on this very die. We are getting there. Hello, how you doing? Hello.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you doing, Chief? Come on, let's listen to you.
Okay, having me here.
Yeah, man, happy returns.
Yeah, Joe, I thank you for the show this morning. You see, this is what we're talking. The level every member is hard. What's wrong yesterday is bad. The elaborating change our minds, change the way of thinking, change our whole attitude. Not going away. We are waiting to see. As you always say, we are getting there.
We are certainly. And we'll get there, no matter what it is. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Hey. Ebe?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening, Ebe.
Yeah, good evening. Let's hear.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, my dear brother.
Man, happy.
Yeah, man, thank you so much, man, for the show. 2024. We are sitting, but Ebe, you are just in the hair on the head. You know, those guys, I don't think they will change their eating place. I don't think they will buy new shoes. I don't think they will ride new car because these are the criticism.
Mm-hmm.
They will give it to the weird government officials that they are eating goopy places. They're taking Eugene Nakwe. Can you imagine? Eugene Nakwe kid the government was someone who was in our 20s, 15, 16. So he couldn't afford good food to eat good food, you know, but when Joseph Bunker got $10 million like Brent Dollar to give it to Bunker, maybe ask yourself, few years ago, they asked, they say you are living on a loan. I think say you're living on a loan, you go to AB-WHEON. But if this is a Liberia that we you know, all the guys are coming to government. Why are they coming to God do? If they get a salary, they will not pay house. If they get a salary, they will not buy new shoes. So somebody will say that's stealing money. Yeah, people, let us face about which one of them you want to be on the planet Earth. Does that want to improve their life? We are 5.20 million people. If somebody have opportunity to serve as minister or deputy minister or superintendent, they will not eat good food again because somebody live in the West Point. I was small in the 80s living in the West Point. No government will achieve West Point and say some investor come and buy that place and you know and send it for different place. But in the 80s, when I was living in Maliki, my late father was there to have a corner. What people talking here? But now they are coming. No soap will be on the street. No children will be selling for water. Chicken on the street because these are the things that they were criticizing we are for. We are watching these guys. We are watching them every. Okay. Thank you for the show, and I hope all the guys will come by.
All right, thank you. Thanks for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller. How are you doing? Hello. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing? Go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Hussein, calling from the USA.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, thank you, Bahibi. You know, Bahibi, like just what you're saying. Liberia, the only way, Bahibi, Liberians were able to benefit from their country is for the citizens to stand up and demand change. The constitution, like just what you said, the constitution that was borrowed by us from the United States, all the things suppressed in that country. Like, for example, that worker that was living in that place, now people renovating. When we came, they said we stole money. So now what worker taking money from the renovation going on to his property? Liberian for not saying anything. Because we always there protecting our own. And we, the citizens, are the one that continue to pay for the consequences. Young people, old people. And that's why we, Liberian people, we have to put our country first. If we want change, we
we the citizens had to demand those change, and we had to stand up together to really ask for those change. So some of those systems can change. Until then, the Lebanese people will continue. Every government come in place, they will come and take over because they want to control the economy. Because once you control a country economy, you control everybody, and that's why we continue to suffer. And we saying to the Liberian people, like they were saying, that just we have been poverty. The poverty that coming in over Liberia, it's going to be worse than just real time. And those that were going on the street protesting, causing trouble, making some of us that living outside to even come and help the economy, make a lot of Liberians that were even here in America, but AB that was sending contingent to Liberia, they start sending that contingent to Guinea because of what people like Joseph Mobaka then did to us by giving our vote, by funding the vote for 25 years. So Liberians are sending that goods and services to a foreign country. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to even be worse until we, the citizens, can stand up and tell the people say that we tired suffering, we want for this system to change so that everybody or Liberians can take over their own economy and be able to like move this country. We're going to be in the same position. Thank you for the
all right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. I appreciate that. So let me get on to the next call. All right, here we are certainly getting there. Hello, how you doing?
Hello. Yeah, hello, AB. Happy New Year.
Yeah, man, happy return,
this is
bro.
William, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for the long life that God continue to give. AB, you see, thank you for raising Bwaka issue. You saw that brand new car he was using when he went to that site.
Mm-hmm.
You also take note of that car cost $130,000. So the 10 million he discussed instead not anything. Brand new, raw one from the plastic. That's why he use it. That's why you see our country now going forward. You see those manipulators, those funding some of the people from the foreign, those Lebanese, they are the ones always manipulating our leaders. He using our card. Then the money he collect.
No, but the issue about people giving Bwaka car or giving him materials, it is very simple. The Lebanese and the business people have already known it from the Costa's revelation. They know that he likes materiality, he likes money. You throw it at him, he will get it at all costs. That Costa revelation, it only presented a picture of Bwaka. The guys know it already. They know how to get Bwaka.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, they know it. They know
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come to Stanton issue. You see, AB, we're relating it to the America. The crime that Stanton committed, were you not even shocked for them to be giving him 3 years, 6 months imprisonment for this going time? And they postpone even his imprisonment? Let me tell you something. For me, I like to look at the history. When you look at the history of Liberia, America has always used people who have fought as our leaders to use the fought to control them to accomplish their mission in our country. They hate faultless people. Now, let me give you recent history. You see, though, when they sent a missionary to kill Toba, then though them were overzealous, ignorant soldiers who say, oh, the other won't kill the man. They put him there. They transfer their evil on him, and they use that fault to get rid of him at the end of the day when he was bit to bit contradicting from their interests. Then look at Charles Taylor. When Charles Taylor stole, when he was to GSA, he stole, he went to America, they put him in jail. They never look at him. They use him, they free him for him prison. That America, where they can bring prison. They brought him to Labrador to bring civil war. When he became president, because he defaulted from their evil, they get at him. Don't be surprised for them to use Stanton in the long run. But you know why we're not happy? It's because we will expose our people to do mental slavery activities. They always use sophisticated criminals to become leaders in other countries. Get that today, AB, where you don't know. If you look at the crime that Stanton did in America, he's not someone that should be out at this time. But they look at his influence into Labrador politics and say, but they want to get fought. We can use him to penetrate in Labrador, and tomorrow we use that fought if you go against all the state tie. So they are very good at manipulation. People are not looking at that, but look at the trend of the history in our country, and look at how they always facilitate criminals. Prince Johnson, one of the persons who served Honor Ellen as Senate, as chairman on the defense for the Senate, throughout his Ellen term. They never had problem with him because at that time he was dancing according to what Ellen was doing with them. But immediately when George Weah came, because they saw little contradiction, they blocked him. So they don't really care for your criminality. They care for their interests. And when you are in their interest, they can blind their eye on your criminal or your evil deeds. You getting me, Eddie?
I get you, bro.
So people must be smarter than what they think. People should start thinking deeper in our country, even beyond the ordinary. That the only way our country will be liberated. But as we speak, we are under modern slavery. And that revolution must be launched now. And we must emancipate our country from that mentality.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy New Year again.
Man, happy returns, my brother. And let me get on to you. And the rest of the other callers, we have just 2 minutes here to be out of here. And we'll manage the time. We are certainly getting there. This is a new year, and this is what we are noted for. Peter Sulonte, what's up, Sulonte? Sulonte, go ahead. Let's listen to you.
Hello, Peter Sulonte, Massachusetts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much. You know, AB, the one thing here, people keep wondering why the people think of us the way they think of us. Well, there's a saying that if you buy a certain tomato cup, they will dish you all with breadstick.
Yeah.
We have put ourselves in a tomato cup and they dish us up with breadstick. In Liberia, people decide to choose their own criminal and live their own reality.
Yeah.
I can go and tell people that if you went to school, he graduated, he's a brilliant young man, he did law, and he's one of the brightest. A lot of people will decide not to believe it that you even went to law school, people say that you're not a brilliant young man. Even though that you speak the law, but you try to, you do things by the law. But like we will try to believe our own truth.
Yeah.
You saw something that I really want to dive into. You see Nigerian man, you see Ghanaian man, go outside there, see the type of work they're doing, see the government reflecting back home. But in Nigeria, we do the opposite. We go back home, we steal and take it abroad. While they come abroad, taking their riches back home. We're taking our own riches from home, bringing it abroad. Contradiction. We will continue to be slaves because we see other people who, as our home and our own home, to be a place just for temporary activities.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
We are not taking ourselves, we are not taking that land, trying to us by God to be our land. We have taken middle stature to be the order of the day. Even though I see that AB is a good person, even though I see that AB is a brilliant young man, but I decide not to believe in it, I want to bring him down. Jealousy has become the order of the day in Liberia. If I see AB cooking chicken in your pan, instead of me, I see AB. But then how the hustle going? Teach me how the hustle so I can cook chicken tomorrow. I will prefer to have AB for him to come out there,
yeah.
for him to say, can be cooking, but not eat our food. That the devil is, instead of I see him, what can I do to put chicken in my own food?
You're right.
Hatred has become the order of the day.
You're right.
The young people are destructively jealous. They are destructively jealous. And that's what the people want. We talk about the people taking all our money. The day is going to end now. People, we are great. We are great.
Okay. Okay, Sulonte. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Go on, let's listen to you.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, bro, I want to give you one. I don't know if you check it out. America and Mexico. They came in there, America and Mexico. Go and check it out. Because they were in a people country and they stopped people. So all of us to help Mexico. So every time Mexico go angry. What are nature just getting dirty?
So just leave that aspect there. Let's focus on the issues here. I just said about the Stanton issue. So anything you want to relate, I know you wanted to give some history of why and coming, but just get to the issue. Hello, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Hello, bro. Hey, how are you, bro?
I'm doing fine, boss. Well, let's listen to you.
Thank you. Gary. Talking with you. Send me short channel for that guy get you. Thank you to the people.
Okay.
I can say, bro, keep him and me, Jefferson, very and talk around. But some of
fast because we know about our ways and damage that we are. Because the way it's trying to be very unstable on a job, we are trying to be very it's a great shame to them today. They make it all the way they are doing. But we will not be the time we sit down and look at it with one credit. So be shame. That on the confident and run for you. How can you see a child you know what you say on the street and the whole world is a child? When people are saying they look at it, today the people against us, they are like, there's Joseph Bogan there. I will let him out. Joseph Bogan to have been very clear. One kind of so tough when he got to carry her back yourself because you thought something for yourself. Yeah, he that day. Because also the people that say when you get the power, they don't have every day as much as that you say, well, you get it, one, 200 million.
Wow. Thank you. Let me get on to the next caller. Anyway, saying you can live a simple life and full life, getting new cars, giving 10 million, 200, all the kind of things. Now, in the simple life, is living a simple life. I live a luxurious life. Kind of fake thing, you're not talking. Just jealousy and envy in the small boy. What kind of man also? Hello, how you doing?
Hello, AB.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Ali Masali, Maryland, USA.
Yeah, Masali, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you for the show. Happy New Year, bro.
Happy return.
Yeah, my man, the issue about Stanton, you see, why you think Stanton stay his talent stealing for America? He had this money, he couldn't say, oh yes, he going to do such thing in President Weah government. Because you know, President Weah, this man is a man of integrity. He will not allow such thing because from the beginning, he started testing Stanton. He was somehow thinking, what the man going to be getting the kind of money? But now this incoming government, this is a government without integrity. So Stanton, he know he can use the government to do anything he want to do. Yeah, as the other man said, this is how America can behave. They know Stanton record so they can use it, and tomorrow they will say, okay, we want you to do this. And when he do it, they go after him. So this is just what we're coming to see in our country. Even in the America, when we have the election for community chairman, Stanton, he can even say partake in anything that has to do with anything in America. He has no right to anything in America. But today, he all into the incoming government. So we just have for our country, we pray for the best, but Liberian people, by the soul is what they are going to read. Thank you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. I appreciate that. And then get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Let's get on to the next caller. Get to the real line. Hello, how you doing? No shortcuts.
Yeah, hello, Eddie. How are you? I'm good.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, maybe you know the thing here was Stanton was an issue and the Joseph Walker thing. Let me just tell you why the Americans are supporting. There's a few handful of American people that are supporting Stanton Water School. You see, for the code issue, it was like, what's his name? Alan White, they feel, what you call it, the congressmen who supporting the Unity Party people. They are the one fighting or Alan White case through the criminal jury for and all this stuff like that. But you know, I ain't get time for that. But the Liberian people will learn. And now he taking 200,000, 200 million, all the kind of stuff, but that you share your building entity. So when they still calling us around here asking us for $20, $10 to buy, we have to buy food for them, let them stop calling us. Let them pay attention to the new government. But the same President we are leave, their pocket will be full. They will eat 5 times a day. They will see eating 5 times a day. And we told them, let's support our president so that we can improve our country. If you want to go back to the farm, go back to the farm and work. If you want to do anything.
Wow. There you go, brother. Sorry about that. Let me get on to the next caller. Yeah, let me get on. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening and Happy New Year, Mr. Gossen.
Yeah, go ahead. Same to you.
I just want to mention something about the situation with Stanton Watterson.
Yeah.
You know, here in America, for the government to really be for you or against you depend on which government is in power, which party is in power, and which party you support. Stanton Watterson is a strong supporter of the Democratic Party. And Alan White and few other people that are part of the Democratic Party, they are the one that then using him and based on his contribution to the Democratic Party and his affiliation with certain top officials in the Democratic Party, which is a ruling party of the United States. This is why the treatment that they're giving to Stanton Watterson is different from that of the other guy who was also corrupt, who they say he killed himself. I'm talking about Dr. Cassell.
Yeah.
So all of the things that they are doing is because of this guy political involvement with this political leadership that is in the United States. That's the bottom line. The last time this Dolan, I think Roberts, he mentioned that the hands are being washed in the other hand. This is how the people make that decision. So if you are supporting their corrupt behavior, they will also keep you in power. If Stanton was to be a strong supporter of Donald Trump, by this time Stanton would have been in jail a long time ago, all of his property would have been confiscated. But this is the kind of democracy that we have here in the United States. Thank you for the show.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Wow, you carry straight to American democracy. Well, anyway, and let me get to my own boy, Pastor, who's calling me everything. Pastor, what's up?
Monkey, how you doing?
I'm fine, boss, man. Thank you.
This is a privilege. Thank you so very kindly. Let me wish you Happy New Year.
Thank you.
God going to guide you. And we'll be on our knees praying that this 2024, you have the strength to show that we get the information. Thank you so kindly. And let me wish you and your family Happy New Year again. Thank you. You know, the people got the broom and they all around the country, they must say the sweeping. I know, I see them with yard broom, and some of them, the dike is even climbing into their room, and they must say they got broom and sweeping the country. You see, this is the sad thing in our country. And most time when I see them, the people who have buried their heads in the sin. It doesn't even make sense. Imagine if Liberians were running around George Weah. If Liberians were in the interest of this president that we all supported. So why you get a broom for? So the broom, we didn't see that when George Weah was president. We didn't see those brooms in the market to ensure that we could sweep both to red light. Go and see how that place has become. Go right to here every day. Go and see how that even though the men try to ensure that we can change this country. But they said no, they want him. That Mr. Parker they want. So he became clean immediately when he was announced as president. Go at his house. Go and see the quote unquote no stress that was there. In fact, the people are there, but they're using the other door. That place has gone as long as you can't even imagine. So how did he get the money? So we didn't know that Mr. Parker would begin as clean as he ever thought. When he was announced as president of this country, go to his back. It was the first time after over 10 years that transformer was changed. You see, the old man, but even this is what the people wanted. And I can say for us, if we will have to go to jail because we speak the truth, we are prepared because it doesn't even make sense to me. So that's why I asked the question. That man has been around for over 25, 35 years. I mean, the higher money the man ever get to look for his own country, even doing the country, has been 1,005 US. I've been 3 back arrests. If you follow the history of the country, Lopa has yelled so many times for this country. Even when Walker was vice president, Lopa didn't want to come close to Fano. It was just coaching the rest of all of Europeans and Janga Co and the rest of all of that today Lopa country plays to live as champions on the country meet. Where was Walker by the time? But today, 10,000. And I hear people, he gets 10 million, it has become a news. But the other day, because Timber was just in Bon County. The other day, I remember it was because Timber who have sent people who have had these natural disasters out of the country. The other day, it was because Timber, when a woman gave birth to over 10 babies, it was because Timber who went there to identify. But the reference says they didn't want him. I hear people say, the speaker to it and say, oh, this kind of crap.
Today, Mr. Walker is getting 10 million, but nobody questioning the money. He getting 100 back of rent. Nobody question. So where you getting the money from? When you get it, I thought you said when you come in the country, you will live a single life. Then when we tell people say you're jealous, and they say, oh, and not jealousy. The men are integrity men. The men get sustenance. But you don't think how sustenance. Do you know who a man with sustenance is? Do you know who a man with integrity is? You just don't have. Mr. Waterspoon is a criminal. He's a criminal in any reasonable mind. Nobody want to do business with somebody who is involved in taking the lives of black girl or melting away. You heard that the man is getting fake lessons. Anybody who gets sense, nobody, anybody who get real sense. That's why I say the day after Jackson come by in the country, they may have to bend my back down, then he claim on it. But he says the truth. You think the man really get integrity? Right. Somebody who is taking the lives of people away. Then you there when you get found out, he give it to you, then you run it around with it. Today, then you hear back get 10 million, he get it all up back of rent, he want to come and hear it. Mr. Bwaka, you must get ready for us. We will ensure that your feet is.
Hey, Pascal. So, Pascal, thank you so much. We'll keep you there. And thanks to all of you for the time until we are back here, God willing. And we'll continue like this, and we'll be spicing it up. And like we said, we're going to checkmate. And these are some of the issues. These are just ones that are hanging around. There are other structural governmental issues that we'll get into deeper. And these things are not things that we will look for. They will come falling at our feet, falling right into our hands. And we know how to manage information. And we don't just do information like that. We educate people about information. That's the difference we put apart, right? So our own ways, we don't just receive the information though. We can educate the people about the information. Look, Liberians before, like somebody called me and say, AB, I never used to really like this thing about what but you have really made me to understand how my country is running now. Even if you choose to leave this profession, just look for at least one day in a week and be sitting down and just lecturing us on how the country is running. And I believe in enlightening the minds of people. And until you say Jesus Christ, I'm a mentor. I like to teach. I like to explain to people. Nothing can stop me from teaching. Nothing can stop me from doing what I like. I love to teach. I love to explain. I love people to understand what it is. I like that. And we are here. Before the thing finishes, and now we'll go halfway. You will understand this country. Look, Liberians will resurrect themselves. They will redeem themselves. They will liberate themselves. They will reach at a place where these enlightenments are what people never wanted you to know about. They don't want you to know. And that's why we are taking on the extra skills and everything to say, look, we'll go beyond just the normal, regular thing. We got to go to the extraordinary medium of understanding and making our people to understand some of these things so that it's good for them. Today, many of you now can discuss politics. Many of you can ask the hard questions. You don't want you to ask the kind of question. Now you can go to work even and start asking where the man want from, where the money coming from. How is it possible that the man will do the thing? How the president, the last time when they came out, oh, they tell me the president not supposed to do this. Since I explained it that day, I listened to that other dumb funny man, Taylor, talking about, yeah, the president. I said, you learning? But one thing is they are coming back for that one. But, you know, these are some of the issues. But like we said, people will learn from us. And you got to learn because the idea is we are here to provide the education for our people. And they will understand it. It's left with them to make their decisions. And they will continue to make it. One thing I know for sure is this election was not won fairly. The people understood our message. Look at the number of persons. Look at 20,000 with all the cheating you did. You can only manage 20,000 margin out of your cheating you did. You must know. That means the majority of the people, we have helped them to understand their country workings, and we are going to do more. And that number is going to multiply the more. Before 6 years can end, I can tell you for sure. Calculate the number of persons who must have understood the working of the country. All men are in the villages and towns. They are there calling people like, oh, and telling, oh, thank you, my son. They're speaking their broken English and speaking with us because we break it down to their level until they themselves, they are on top of it. This country is now educated. Let Labrana gullible the way it used to be. No. Now we're now telling you that people rent decisions on envy and jealousy, right? When we are era finishes and then Waka era comes, you will now be very careful how to look at people, whether the envying people or the jealousy people. Now you can see it now, right? I bet anybody, if DeLong comes back to you people, the way we have explained and analyzed to you what DeLong is or who he is and what he ought to have done, they don't come back to you with sending message, you will say, no, we're not taking it again. Because the education that we have provided already, he can't go for you again. John may have what they call that. That's the same thing. So until you people who have experienced, because some people learn by experiencing, Some people learn by hearing, but some people learn by personal experience, while some people learn from other people's experiences. So you will say, the way Mary looking drunk like that, don't drink liquor. You will stop drinking liquor. Some people say, no, I want to drink liquor. I say, yeah, liquor treat me this with a personal experience. They will become a teacher, while other people's experiences will become a teacher for you. That's how it works. So we are here doing our work by the grace of God. Before things end, you understand how the country works, how the international people work, how the local people work, how everything works. Is that enlightenment we're providing for you here? Just take your time. You like that you want to hate me, it's up to you, but you will get to understand it. Now, everything we are teaching here is the truth and nothing else but the truth, and it's for the sake of our country. Thanks so much for being there. Do have for pleasant night. Tomorrow we're going to be back here with the Midweek edition, the first Midweek edition in the year 2024. We're going to be right here. But brace yourself. The inauguration is just around the corner. Let's keep the peace. Let's keep discussing our country. Let's keep the peace ahead, and let us get there and pray for the best for our country.